start this recording. And how do we, dude, wouldn't that be awesome if the locker room behind me was real? No, it's not. But I had ChatGPT make it for me. Turned out pretty good. I think so. I think it turned out pretty good. All right, how do we want to break this? We got 4 Bowman, 4 Prizm. I can alternate. I can do all of one, all of the other. What do you guys want to do? Do Bowman first? Alternate. I don't care. Bowman last. All right, so we're going to alternate. We're going to do a Prizm and end with, do I know your teams? Yeah, you have 17 of them. You have all the teams that were not purchased. They're not in the notes because they don't download because they weren't sold. Okay, so you have the Diamondbacks, White Sox, Reds, Guardians, Rockies, Tigers, Astros, Royals, Angels, Marlins, Phillies, Padres, Giants, Rays, Rangers, Blue Jays, and Nationals. So I will call out hits also. I'll call out hits for you, Andrew. If you hit anything, I'll make sure to announce it. All right. Sorry, Sir Swivelot. All right. Always go through the bottom of the box, you know. Gotta give the bottom of the box some love. Empty. All right, everyone, good luck. Good luck. And let me unpin this. Here we go. All right, so we got Jeff Bagwell, Adam Jones. Oh, shit. Hyung Sung Kim on the Fireworks, I think is one of the coolest cards. The print is awesome. I know they're not worth, entirely too much more, but they're a cool print. Drew Burris and Bryce McCage. All right, so we got Tyson Neighbors, Bobby Miller, Andrew Painter, Blake Mitchell. And then we got Rentaro Sasaki on the Prizm. That's the NIL spot. That was Rare Star took the NIL spot. Man, sometimes these packs are a bitch. Miguel Tejada. Barry Larkin for the Reds. Don Mattingly. No, you didn't. Bob Gibson on the green parallel. That's for the Cardinals, in which I believe the Cardinals was a team that was purchased by Rare Star. And then Johan Santana on the blue ice. That's Twins, which is going to be a hot mess. And then that one just like, it was so scared I was going to get the razor blade out. It just like jumped open. Bowman open to the left. Bobby Richardson. Jack Morris. Sammy Sosa. And we got a Colson Montgomery on the talisman. That's going to go to Andrew Bro. Tilt the card cam down a bit. Yeah, give me 1 second. I'll sit these down and do that. And then Sebastian Wallicott on the Prizm. No, the green screen. Yeah, no problem. Yeah, thanks for pointing that out. I adjust it up because of displaying everything. Paul Molitor, Billy Amick, Ty Cobb, Kyle DeBarge on the Prizm, Prizm, and Adrian Gonzalez on the blue ice. All right, we got a Chase Dolander, Hagen Smith, Ching Sing Ko for the Dodgers. Hey, we got another NIL. We got a Rentaro Sasaki on the Dingers. That's going to Rare Star. And then Jarlin Susana for the Nationals, which is Andrew Bro. All right, now let's do a Bowman. Oh, yeah. Open that bottom right up. Empty box. All right, good luck with the Bowman. All right, we got Kim Jung Cruz on the base. Drew Thorpe on the Rockstar rookie for the White Sox. That's Andrew Bro. Garcia, Basalo, Ortiz on the base. Andujar for the Rockies. Joffrey Rodriguez for the Brewers. And Brewers is not Andrew Bro. That's Bones Conway. And Arenado, Wheeler, and Alonso on the base. Let me know if you want your base cards or not from Bowman. All right, we got color. We got some color in this one. All right, we got Rafaela, Henderson, and Carroll. Perfect. Okay, enough said. I will sort all base. Matt Shaw on the VIP for the Cubbies, which is Hobby Nation. Chin, Santana, Seaver King on base cards. Travis Bazana for the guards. This is going to be going to the Rangers. At 71 of 99, I believe the Rangers is going to be going to, Andrew Bro. Esteban Mejia. 71 to 199. Norby, Caminero, and Sasaki. All right, Scooble, Judge, Merrill. Kevin Alcantara on the die cut. That's going to Hobby Nation. Thomas White, Bazana, and Morejo. Braden Montgomery for the White Sox. That's Andrew Bro. D'Angelo Ortiz for the Red Sox is Give Me That Shit, who I don't think's in right now. Castillo, Waldrop, and Lauder. McClanahan, Olsen, and Rushman. We got a top 100 for Marcel Mayer for the Red Sox. Going to Give Me That Shit. We got Morlando, Sammy Hernandez, and Yu-Min Lin. Aaron Estrada for the Orioles. Connor Griffin for the Pirates. And then Whitcomb, Lee, and Skeens. Yep, that would be cool. I get down pulling that. All right, we got Acuna, Chapman, Sagis. Oh, we're just going to get more base. Arozarena, Hampton, Lindsay, Sambria, all base cards. Pablo Guerrero for the Rangers. And Dylan Fine for the A's. Locklear, Bichette, and Cray. Huh. No insert on that. Extra base cards. I thought we were going to have an auto in that pack for some reason. You know? Just seemed strange enough. Thought I was going to have an auto. Mega pack incoming. That's what I'm open for. So we got a Reptilian. Rockstar. We'll see here. All right. Smith, Soto, Schwallenbeck. Leo DeVries on the Greatness Loading, which is going to Andrew Bro. Matt Wilkinson, Flores, Steven Echeverria. Oh, there's a... It's stuck. There we go. Blake Walters. Jacob Bresnahan on the Reptilian for the Giants, going to Andrew Bro. Betts, Otani, and Job. Not a mega pack. We got Lil Color. Guys, if you're just joining, there is another PYT in the shop for the same thing. 4 boxes of Bowman, 4 boxes of Panini Prizm. Look at that. Fit my whole hand right into the bottom. That box That box took it like a champ. All right, Roman Anthony, Chase DeLauder, James Triantos, Seaver King on the Prismatic, and Piazza on the Blue Ice. Now, I keep seeing all these packs with schemes on the cover. It'd be really nice to pull like a, Skeens Color Blast out of here. That'd be really sick. Luis Baez, Ethan Anderson, Arun Escobar, Leo DeVries on the Talisman, and Nick Kurtz on the Prizm. Oh, that's cool. Was it numbered or anything? Or the base prismatic? Welcome in, Grant. Base, unfortunately. We did pull a prismatic to $3.99 last week. We got Luke Keeschel for the Twins. That's going to Hot Mess. Cole Emerson. Braylon Dowdy, Roman Anthony on the green see-through card because of the green screen. That's going to Give Me That Shit. And Carter Johnson on the Blue Ice for the Fishies, which is going to Andrew Bro. I've not done that yet. That's nice. Let's hope we do one of those today. All right, James Tibbs III, Jesus Made, PJ Morlando. Well, had an opportunity to, but it is Dylan Cruz on the Dingers, not numbered, and Elston Howard. And gave me a shot. There was the Dingers. A numbered Nick Kurtz Dinger, I'm assuming is a pretty decent card to pull. All right, Jadixon Paez, Bryce Eldridge, Darren Baker, Braylon Payne on the Prizm, and Tony Oliva for the Twinnies on the Blue Eyes. All right, we got Austin Wells. Oh, yeah, I didn't flip these around. Well, Joe Jackson. We did pull a Joe Jackson yesterday out of Bowman Chrome, which is really sick. Andrew Jones. We got another Fireworks. James Tibbs III. Not numbered. And a David Shields on the Blue Eyes. Yeah, the Joe Jackson base card is going for like a grand. It will be going to the card show with us in a couple days. All right, just got to ravage the bottom. Get it all up in there. Empty. All right, good luck. Box number 2 of Bowman. Hey, this is like the other one. We got a bunch of base and 2 chrome cards. So we got Casas, Clase, Witt, Bellinger, Albies, Neto, Lindor, Big Christmas. That's not Big Christmas. It's Password. Bryce Rayner, Zach Showalter. There's Password 2. Janakier Ugarte for the Royals. And J.J. Weatherholt for the Cards. What's up with these mega base packs? Something's not right with this pack. So we got crap on the inside of this pack and crap on the back of this card. So we'll want to make sure to sit that aside. Fortunately, it's a Chris Sale base. All right, I'm going to check these because I don't want anything to get on any of these cards. Ceddanne Rafaela, Gunner, Corbin Carroll, Leo DeVries, Hyesung Kim, Andrew Painter, Christian Campbell, got Braylon Payne, but Braylon Payne's got a little bit of whatever that is. For the Brewers, and then we got a Made on the chrome. Man, I don't know what that stuff is. Yeah, no, that's weird. I am recording this. Yep. Yeah, I always record locally. Really came in handy this morning because for some reason the break last night when he went and watched the video receipt was just black with no audio. So I was able to pull my recording from local and clip it and put it out on my YouTube channel. All right, so we got another Reptilian in this one. All right, we got Churio, York, Seager, Machado, Rodriguez, Martinez. Christian Moore for the Angels on the Greatness Loading. That's Andrew Bro. Cabrera. Cags on the paper. Dylan Fine. Sebastian Walcott on the Rangers. And Kadem Dial for the Twins on the Reptilian, which is Hot Mess. You break into dark. Yeah. Adames, Guerrero, Altuve, Kim, Jung, Ellie, Kobe Mayo on the Rockstar Rookies for the Orioles. which is going to somebody over here. G. Barnes, Stafura, Ismael, Jonakier, Ugarte. All right, so now we got Luis Pena and O'Neal Perez. So we've hit really like the 3 Brewers, base chrome. Now we just need like some color or some autos for those guys. That'd be great. That would be great. All right, we got Dana, Freeman, Rocker, Skubal, Judge, Merrill. Roki on the die cut for the Dodgers. Madu, Fuentes, and Santos. And we got Chase Burns and Gregory Barrios on the chrome. Yeah, I think Andrew Bro got my red legs. Hopefully we pull something good for him out of there. All right, Nolan, Wheeler, Alonso, McClanahan, Olsen, Rushman, Trey Yesevich on the top 100. That's going to Toronto, which is Andrew Bro. Emilian Petrie, Caden Kendall, Pablo Guerrero, Kyle DeBarge, and Marcos Torres. All right, come on. We need at least an auto out of each one of these. All right, here we go. Empty box. All right, like we need at least one auto out of the Prism and at least one auto out of the blasters, and we should get some more color. All right, we got Jarlin Susana. Braylon Payne for the Brewers. Zebby Matthews for the Twins. Rhett Lauder on the Prismatic. That's going to Andrew Bro. And Carter Jensen on the Blue Eyes for Kansas City, which also goes to Andrew Bro. See, it'd be sick to get one of his autos. Harry Ford, because he always does an inscription. All right, Harry Ford for Seattle. Arjun Namala for Toronto. Mike Piazza. Oh, snap. Juan Valera. All right, so do we want to sweat what's behind here? Or just get right into it? Man, sorry, Andrew Bro. It's going to be Christian Campbell. That's a Red Sox. That's going to give me that shit. Is going to get the Christian Campbell Color Blast. That's a nuke. That'll play. That'll play for sure. Oh, man. Oh, Swivelot, I'm sorry. I told you to not worry about coming over. Was not planned. Was not planned. And we pull a Color Blast. Yeah, definitely a nice card. Every color blast I've looked up, yeah, every sale about $200. Yeah, I figured every color blast I've looked up has been at least a couple $100. We've got an Aaron Judge color blast sitting over here, waiting to go to the card show. Yeah, what's a Aaron Judge running for right now, Eugene? All right, we got Salsa, Trey Morgan, Tony Oliva, Dylan Drayling on the green for the Rangers, and Jacob Wilson on the blue ice for Oakland, which is J.K. Williams. $8.49 last sold today. Let's go. We got Nori, Griff O'Farrell, Paul O'Neill, Spencer Jones on the talisman for the Yankees, and Yu-Min Lin for the Diamondbacks on the Prizm goes to Andrew Bro. The talisman goes to Jason Ballard if he's still in here. I know he's been bouncing in and out. We do not have a card facing us, so that'd be interesting. That's the first time I've noticed that. Cliff Lee, Hideki Matsui, Ethan Holiday on the Prizm. That goes to NIL spot, actually. Brett Saberhagen for Kansas City, which goes to the Royals, which is Andrew Bro. And then Ben Ness for New York, going to Jason. For it to be a different pack but not be really special is always disappointing. All right, we got a dingers in here. All right, Manny Ramirez, Starlin Caba, Dontrell Willis, Reggie Jackson on the dingers. Reggie Jackson on the dingers and Cecil Fielder on the blue ice. I sure can. There is the Spencer Jones talisman. And then Reggie Jackson on the dingers. I thought that was going to be numbered. It's the different, slightly different color. But it's not. See, it's all because we give that bottom love. You know, that's where the secret's at. Give that bottom little love, get it talk to you. All right, another reptilian in this. Yeah. Who on Braves has color blast? I feel like I remember seeing a Michael Harris. That might have been his rookie year that I saw that. Deion Sanders. That's right. Deion Sanders is the color blast for the Braves. That would be sick. All right. Clase, Witt, Churio, Simeon, Wood, Sugano. Yeah, not surprised. DeVries on the greatness loading for the Padres. That's Andrew Rowe. Gary Hill, Gonzalez, Montilla, Jesus Lopez, and Win Hu Pan for the Phillies, which is Andrew Bro on the Reptilian. All right, we got color. We'll take some color. It's been a little while. Nick York, Corey Seager, Willie Adames, Ben Rice. And it looks like it's color on a chrome, which means this is in the auto spot. So that's going to be an auto to 99. And that's going to be a giant, which is going to be Andrew Bro. Jacob Bresnanahan to 99. 3 on the print, 99 overall. On-card auto. We'll take on-card autos. Oh, the green screen makes that look like black and pretty badass looking. Jace Young on the Rockstar Rookies. Tink Hintz, Elvin Garcia, and Jesus Lopez. Conrad Kaysen, David Ortiz Jr. Yep, he said that he was like, yeah, if you don't want to run tonight, it's okay. I'm up, so I'll probably just buy some cards and watch Ted Lasso. But I could hear him yawn while talking to me. Now, granted, I was also tired, and I was like 2 minutes from going to bed when Hobby Nation popped in here. Which I'm glad he did. But I do feel bad that I told him that don't come over because I'm going to bed and I don't think we're breaking this tonight. Yep. I appreciate it. Guerrero, Altuve, Amador, Ramirez, Bellinger, Albies, Max Clark. Speaking of Indiana boys, Max Clark on the VIP for the Tigers, which is going to Andrew Bro, Basalo, Chang, Matthews, Cobb Hightower, and Colt Emerson. Let's hope we get another auto out here. I don't know if we will. My experience, it's usually about 1 per 4 boxes on Bowman. Robert, Sale, Dana, Neto, Lindor, Machado, Caden Dana on the die cut, Santana, Thomas White, Fernando Cruz, Chase Hampton, and Jose Perdomo. So we got Yankees and the Braves. This pack feels a little thicker than usual. They probably just gave us extra base cards. Freeman, Rocker, Hernando, Rodriguez, Martinez, Kim. Slade Codwell in the top 100 for the Diamondbacks. That's Andrew Bro. Bazana, Marlando, Jang, and Lazaro Montez for the Mariners, and John Arce Ugarte on the Royals for the Royals, and that's Andrew Bro. All right, so we got a bunch of base and 2 chrome. Wheeler, Alonso, Norby, Jung, Cruz, Rafaela, Henderson, Hernandez, Hampton, Braylon Payne. Walcott for the Rangers, which is Andrew Bro, and Jang for the Dodgers, which is... Who has the Dodgers? Hamburger Time. That would be a negative, but I don't get disappointed with the lack of Cubs cards. Just throwing that out there. Got to fist the box that time to get them out of there. Straight up fisting it. It's not brainwashed. I just know a good team. Why do we have to run into these packs that don't want to open? And Hobby Nation, I just said I grew up, 30 minutes from Cincinnati. Like, that'd be like me growing up 30 minutes from Brooklyn and being an Oakland fan. Just wouldn't make sense. All right, we got Salsa. Hey, it doesn't matter. Once we're in, realize we have the same record as what the Braves did when they won the World Series from their wild card spot. All you got to do is get in. Arjun Namala for Toronto. That's Andrew Bro. The Mets, Piazza. James Tibbs the third on the fireworks. That's the second James Tibbs the third on the fireworks that we pulled. And Rogers Hornsby on the Blue Eyes. So we got the Cards and the Giants. Giants is Andrew Bro. Nah, sorry, I can't speak up any louder for the people in the back. It's all right. I know, Eugene. I know all you've got is to live in the past this year. I understand. I've had to do it for my entire life. Dante Nori. Oh, I was holding my hands really high that time. Dante Nori. Trey Morgan. Tony Oliva. There we go. Jesus Made on the Prismatic for the Brewers. Bones Conway. And Seaver King for the Nationals. Eugene, you really do want to just ruin our friendship, don't you? All right, Ian Kinsler, Griff O'Farrell, Paul O'Neill, Ryan Clifford for the Mets on the Prism, and Kyle Teal on the Blue Eyes. It put me in a bad spot because Freddie is my guy. Well, he's on your wrong team. So you're telling me you were cheering for the Dodgers last year? Yeah, Braves is having a down year. All right, we got color in this one. Matt Horvath, Cliff Lee, Hideki Matsui, Andrew Jones. Speaking of the Braves, Andrew Jones on the Prizm. I'll say it for you, Eugene. Guy should be in the Hall of Fame. Earl Combs. Earl Combs, 343 of 399 for New York. That is for the Yankees. And that's Jason Ballard taking down the numbered card there. All right. We got Mayer, Caba, Dontrell Willis, Carter Johnson on the Prizm for the Marlins. And Spencer Arangetti on the Blue Ice. Now, who do you got for the AL MVP? And it's tough. I think, you've heard me say it all week. I think it's hard to not recognize the greatest offensive season by a switch-hitting catcher in the history of baseball. All right, Pedro Martinez, Jace LaViolette, Elston Howard, Ethan Holiday on the Dingers. Baldwin's not winning Rookie of the Year. He's not. Nope, he's not. And Tyson Neighbors. Sorry, but he's not. Cade Horton is winning. Like, Vegas has the odds. Doesn't matter he got hurt. His scope of work for the year is better than Baldwin's. Last I looked, the odds for Cade to win the Rookie of the Year, you bet like $100 to win 5. Where did you think for the catchers go? I'm not sure the question. Guys, 1 second. I'm going to leave those cards right there. My dog is pawing at me, and she wants to go outside. If I don't let her out, she'll just keep pawing at me. Sometimes she even disconnects camera. It's great. Not near as much as what it was last week or 2 weeks ago. All right. Otani's like $100 to win $1. CJ, River, Yoshi, Kim, Jung, and Ellie. Jackson Jobe on the die cut. Kurtzy, DeBarge, Lopez, Sire Hope for the Dodgers, and Alex Mooney for the Guards. Well, that's odd. Did I open the pack upside down? I didn't think so. Maybe I did. slate. All right, Skeens, Locklear, Bichette, Acuna, Wilson, Festa. Jace Jung for the Tigers on the die cut rookie. That's Andrew Bro. Jan Alvarez and Kaysen. Javier Moglin for the White Sox and Owen Wild. Both of those are Andrew Bro. I swear I'm not opening these upside down, but they're all upside down. Oh, we got color in here. We'll take some more color. Witt, Churio, York, Belly, Albies, Nito. Nick York on the die cut. I forget who had the Pirates. Jason had the Pirates. Ashley Andujar. Win Hupon. And Josh Nixon Garcia on the first Bowman to 75 for the Red Sox. Red Sox have pulled some good cards. Give me that shit. Is having a decent break for sure. Kevin Castillo and Joffrey Rodriguez. Oh, sorry, guys. Yeah. Like 3 hours of sleep is... I'm feeling it. Feeling it just a little bit. All right, Abrams, Ryan, Yoshi, Jung-Ho Lee, Marcus Semien, James Wood, Tamayuki Sugano, Chen Wei Lin, Esteban Mejia, Conrad Kaysen. A lot of base in that pack. Lazaro Montez and Blake Walters. Does that mean it's setting us up for an auto again? That would be really cool if it was. We got some color. We got some more color in there. That looked like a true blue. That's a 150. Tovar, Holiday, Trout, Rice, Alvarez, Ramirez. Yeah, he became a little bit more of a favorite right after the season ended. I almost think because Raleigh didn't get to 62, it hurt him. Weatherholt on the Greatness Loading for the Cards, which is, I believe, Rare Star. Bishop Letson, Kevin McGonigal, Walker Janik. All right, so this is Seattle to 150, but not an auto. Lazaro Montez for the Mariners. That's J.K. Williams to 150, and then Jonah Tong on the Mets, which is Rare Star. Well, Yes, I know how people like to say that, and I also know how everyone said that that's what baseball is until they want to argue something different. But he's not 100% baseball, home run or bust. His batting average would be even worse if that was the case. All right, good luck on this final pack. I appreciate you guys all rolling with me. Andrew, bro, dude, I appreciate you immensely. If these look to be all base chrome, we'll see what's in here. But just know I will make sure to sweeten your package for you. I really appreciate you taking down, closing this out, making it possible for us to rip this tonight. So, Roberts, Gilbert, DeGrom, Machado, Rodriguez, Martinez, Bryce Eldridge on the VIP, Carson Benj, Jesus Made on the base, Fran Yerber, Montilla, Sammy Stafura, and Jared Sundstrom to round out our chrome. So, man, so we got the one auto that I kind of expected. That's what I've seen on average is about an auto per 4 boxes. I was hoping for another, 1 or 2 numbered cards. Yeah, I can. Oh, hold on 1 second. Let me, pulling at the door. Come on. Jason, I will send you this link in a message. Jason Ballard, start. And I actually meant to, when I left work and when I got home, my intention was to go through and send everybody the link from the break. But I had to take my son to go get his wrestling, his physical for wrestling, and spent 2.5 hours waiting to get in for a physical. Very frustrating. Very frustrating. This is by far the coolest card. Like, pull Color Blast is one really hard to do. Really hard to do out of a blaster pack. But we've got a pretty nice looking rainbow up here, if I say so myself. It's a pretty cool looking rainbow. Yeah, I appreciate all you guys. I appreciate you. Yeah, let's make some traction on the other one tomorrow. Let's rip it. Tomorrow we'll be on and we'll be doing auctions too. So tomorrow won't just be sitting and pounding to fill spots in the other PYT. We'll actually be on running some auction spots. So we'll have that going for us tomorrow. So let's finish that. All right, hey, guys, that's going to be it for me tonight. I really appreciate all of you. I really do. I will, in the morning, if any of you guys go to check and see if the video stream link is working or not. If it's not, let me know, and I will. I'm gonna go ahead and actually